Hey all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Taylor, and today we're going to take a look at my 2012 13-inch MacBook Pro, and we're going to replace the battery with the goal of making this computer faster. This is a pretty old laptop, and I've done some things to about max this computer out, so the last thing that I want to do is try to replace the battery and see if we get more performance out of it. So if that sounds like fun or something of interest to you, then stick around and join me for this little experiment. Okay, so like I said, this is a 2012 13-inch MacBook Pro. This computer has an i7, which is kind of rare. It's one of the reasons I bought this laptop. And this laptop can also max out at 16 gigabytes. This particular laptop has 8 gigabytes because one of the DIMM slots is actually bad on it, and when I plug in another memory stick, I get a coded beeping message saying the system is essentially freaking out and it doesn't boot. So I am limited to 8 gigs of RAM on this computer. It also has an SSD, so in terms of hard drive, it's pretty upgraded there as well. So the only thing left to do really is to replace the battery, which is 6 years old. It's a 6-year-old battery in this thing. So here, browsing the battery health, we can see that we're at 44% charge, and it's being reported that our health is 86%, which is fine, although I suspect this number is not very high, because this battery this computer has weird symptoms with like power just randomly dropping, and it's slow. I feel like it shouldn't be this slow. It's odd, and I attribute this to the battery. We're gonna find out. And yeah, so here you can see that it has 187 cycles. Again, that's pretty good. It's 6.2 years old, last replaced in 2016. So it's been through one battery replacement already. So now, what kind of performance are we getting right now on this laptop? So in Geekbench, we're getting a multi-core score of 1325, and in Cinebench, we're getting a multi-core score of 1643. So we're gonna see if we can squeeze just a little bit more performance out of it. So now, let's go ahead and get this computer turned off, take off the back plate, and see what's going on there. All right, and for this repair, I do have a iFixit replacement 13-inch MacBook Pro battery, and I'm gonna be using my iFixit toolkit to open this thing up. I am not sponsored by iFixit, but I do like their products, so I buy them, and I will talk about them because they make good stuff. And to open this thing up, so first off, this is not the best condition MacBook. I knew that going in. It was in pretty rough shape. I just wanted it because it had an i7. I was curious. We only have a little bit of screws, so we're gonna go ahead and take those out with a 00 Phillips heads screwdriver. Okay, so I have 3 screws at the top. If you have a 13-inch MacBook Pro, you probably have 4, because there is 4 spaces for screws, but I only have 3. And I am gonna separate the top screws from the bottom screws because I do think that they're different lengths. Okay, so now for the bottom, you'll probably have 2 side screws. I don't have 2 side screws. Just makes it that much easier to get it undone here. Okay, taking out the bottom ones. Oh yeah, these are much smaller. You're definitely gonna want to separate those. Should those be that small? That is a small screw compared to the top ones. Dang. These screws have seen better days. Okay, now we have those screws undone, so we're gonna go ahead and lift this up. The chassis of this laptop is like not flush, so I actually have like a little bit of grip to pull this out. Kind of convenient little trick, you know? It's not a bug, it's a feature. Oh, look at that. It has like a little 2012 marking on the... So yeah, here we go. Here's the back of it. Man, like look at that. That is so cool. This thing was made in 2012, and I gotta say, this still looks like a work of art. Good job, Apple. This is insanely well engineered. God, it's so beautiful. I love looking at it. Okay, and there's our SSD. We're gonna replace this battery here. Oh yeah, and here's our RAM slots. So it's the top one that is the good DIMM, and the one underneath it is the bad DIMM. So we don't use the bad DIMM because we don't want the bad DIMM. Okay, so now to get the battery out, oh god, that screw looks stripped. To get the battery out, we need actually a different screwdriver head. For that, we're going to be using a Y1. So we're going to go ahead and pop that on there. And before I do that, I'm going to disconnect the battery. I'm going to use this little jimmy tool here to like undo the battery. It's clipped in like right here, like right next to the RAM. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. But I'm just going to like pop it out. And I'm going to try not to break it because this is an old computer and I got to be careful here. There is no telling the integrity of these parts. Could just snap. I think I got it though. Yep, there it is. Okay, unplugged. There we go. No more power to the system because the battery is unplugged. Look at that. Now, I'm going to take my screwdriver and we're just going to take out these two screws. I can already tell that there is a crack on the one of the little, what do you call that? Like, I guess the mounts on the battery. So somebody put too much torque. Oh, and they are different size screws. So the right one is a lot longer than the left one. So just be sure to separate those if you decide to make this repair yourself. The left one is a lot shorter than the right one. The right one is a lot longer. Okay, here we go. Pulling it out. You know, I think this is actually like a genuine battery. I think it's a genuine Apple battery. I don't know how to tell though. Okay, there it is. And see, there's like the damage to the mount. Someone put too much torque on the screw and it cracked it. So we're gonna try to not do that with the replacement. Here's what it looks like without the battery, which is actually like really cool. My God, this is a beautiful computer. And here's the trackpad right under there. So if you want to replace the trackpad, you could do that there, which I probably should replace the trackpad on this because this trackpad, I have to punch it in so hard for it to like register. That's why I have the tap to click option on this laptop, and thank goodness for that, because if I didn't have that, I would be probably break this trackpad by now because I'd be mashing it all over the place. Okay, here is the unboxing of the battery. I don't know how exciting that is, but yeah, here's my receipt. This is kind of cool. You get like iFixit stickers with this. I mean, this is a freaking like, look at this. This is a replacement battery, and they're giving you like swag. That's cool. That's how you do it. Okay, take that off, and then it says, this is like a little thing to tell you how to calibrate the battery. It says to charge it to 100 and keep charging for at least 2 hours, then use your device until it shuts off due to low battery. Finally charge it uninterrupted to 100%. Okay, so we'll do that. I mean, I'm not going to do it on camera. I'll do it off camera so I don't bore you guys to death. But yeah, okay, here's our replacement battery. Look at that. I don't know why I'm singing. Yeah, so this clearly has replacement battery. I'm going to take off this. Dang, that ASMR. This is just going to be a battery unboxing channel. How crazy would that be? You know, would you guys watch that? Would you watch just me just unboxing batteries the entire time? Like how cool would that be? You know, just taking this off. I'm sick. No, I'm just kidding. That would be terrible. Okay, so here's our replacement battery. It has iFixit on there. Pretty cool. And it looks pretty similar to the other one. I'm pretty sure this is Apple genuine because it's got all the warnings, you know, like, hey, if you remove this, like your warranty is expired and then we'll come after you and sew your pants off. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that, but this looks a little more genuine. This is definitely a replacement. Let's see if we have any more protective. This looks like something here. What the? Ah, I got it. Okay, here we go. Another peel. Wow, that's crazy. This is it. This is the start of the battery unboxing channel, I swear. It's gonna be 1 million subscribers in no time. Okay, whatever. I'm done. All right, let's put this in. So just gonna kind of bam, slot it in there, drop it in. Nice, looking good. Looking like a battery. Oh no, does it not fit? I think I mean, it's gonna fit, right? It fits, it fits. We'll go with it fits. All right, let's just, you know, do the opposite. Put in the left screw, which is very tiny. All right, so here I am back on the desktop. I did a full restart of the system, and oh man, I can already tell that it's faster. We're gonna see how fast though. So first, let's take a look at the battery health statistics that we're getting now. So we're at 13% charge. That's fine. We got it plugged in. You know, it's charging. We're at 100% health, 103% health. We're doing better than good. How is it 103? I don't get that. Okay, I fix it. You know, you went above and beyond. You went 103%. Hey, I mean, the restart was really fast. So, in my opinion, that was 103%. Current usage, I guess it's still warming up. Age, 5 months. Interesting. So this battery was made in 2021 and hasn't been used yet, but now it's being used. So now that we've seen the stats on the battery health, and I've experienced the restart. I didn't record the restart because you're not going to really have context to that, because I've seen the old restart. It was slow. It was very slow. But let's benchmark it so that you guys can see actual numbers, and hopefully the numbers are higher. Comment down below right now if you think the numbers are going to be higher because the battery has been replaced. I've already said that the restart was faster, so the numbers should be higher, right? All right, and we're back after a Cinebench run. So here we can see that we got a score of 1668, and our score before was 1643. So a little bit higher. Like, that is barely noticeable. I wouldn't even consider that like an increase. That's just kind of like, okay, now it's 1668 over 1643. Big deal, right? But it was faster. Like, this rendered in 2 runs as opposed to 1 run on the old battery. But yet we have this score that is so close to one another. So the numbers aren't telling the full story, because this did 2 runs, the last battery did 1 run. This was clearly faster. So there's some weirdness going on when the battery is not up to snuff, and it slows the system down. It's weird, but the numbers don't really reflect that. I'm gonna run Geekbench again because I realized that I had my screen recorder on when I was running it. So let's see if that increased the numbers in Geekbench. And no, it did not increase our score. 1317, whereas before it was 1325. All right, so that was the battery replacement for the 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2012. And wow, that was a crazy experience, because the numbers didn't show that there was an increase in speed at all. Like, if you were purely looking at the numbers, you would not know that this battery was faster. But it is faster. Almost everything feels way snappier. Like, from the operating system just performing, I was able to restart and log in super quick. YouTube, I opened YouTube on the new battery and there was no jitters at all. It ran flawlessly. Even scrolling through the videos, watching a video in full screen, it worked flawlessly. Whereas on this old battery, it was stuttering everywhere on YouTube. Like, it couldn't even handle it. So now I feel like this laptop is usable for day-to-day tasks, and I'm excited to actually like use this again and try it out with this newfound speed. The SSD upgrade that I had made in this thing didn't even provide that much of an increase in performance over this new battery. That is how insane of an upgrade this is. So yeah, that is the results, and I'm glad that you stuck with me this far in the video. If you did, leave a like and please subscribe for more content. I know this was a little bit of a departure from my usual videos, but I hope you enjoyed, and this was fun. What a cool little experiment. So I'll see you guys in the next one.